2018, this man won the BMW Championship. Keegan Bradley.
These guys are trying to catch that ridge. It took a left hop. Will it catch it? Oh, it's right on the ridge. Another 5 feet further.
At the fourth, Keegan Bradley with a long putt to tie for the lead.
Yeah, last man in this field at 50. So the Ryder Cup captain and assistant President's Cup captain got a lot on his plate to play all the signature events. So
now there's that ridge right here that goes along this green. Right around there, it's going to go straight downhill, curving to his right.
Did he hit it?
Oh, what a great putt. Just one roll short of walking away with two, but that's going to be a good putt from that upper tier.
Last man in the field, and it was precarious. Last week, he actually had already left the property. Scotty Vale, he's done the math for Keegan as we use our tracing technology provided by TrackMan to show you the way. James, why is it? What's happening? Why is the ball not bounding when it lands there? And if it carries another.
We've seen this putt before. It gets really fast down by the hole.
Players aren't seeing it.
Over-exaggerate what your playing partner did. But sometimes it makes you look foolish, making the same mistake.
If you like 55, you have to go with that number. 155 looks like it's headed right. Settle.
yes, this is the new age, isn't it? Really, putting through the rough and up and through a swale and up and over. Beautiful result.
Keegan Bradley looking to tie the lead. And he does find the side door. Sneaked into the field, 50th, and now look where he is.
We saw his second shot from the right side of the fairway in the playing through, and he kept it out on the safe side, which is the right play. Now can he manage the distance here with his putt? Yes, he can.
Tough lifting. Got to be your number 50. You wait around. You think maybe you're not going to make it to this week, and you just do get in the field. Scotty next there. Drop back to 14. Easy birdie for Keegan Bradley.
Now, he even mentioned after he received the captainship.
Keegan Bradley's coming out of that thick rough. Down to 15.
Down there far enough, though. He's got an angle with just a wedge in his hand, so he can run it back there. And he protected against a jumper there, but you can see the angle that he had. That made that shot a lot easier. If he'd have been
way downtown.
Most of the time, these guys from this far away are just happy to two-putt. Let's see what Keegan does. He's going to have to grind a little bit.
A little bit earlier at 15, Keegan Bradley for his two-putt. Cam Davis, by the way, put it in the water, and he made double. Bradley makes his four.
219 the distance here. We'll check out the ball flight, our TrackMan technology.
A little right of the flag, but nice shot. That car they're giving away is only out in Europe.
Keegan for birdie to get it to 6 under.
Yeah, pretty good iron shot to get up on this shelf there. Now, can he get it to turn?
Yeah, some guys making a jump from outside the top 30 to inside, trying to move on. Last year, just one player did that, Matt Fitzpatrick. But you've got Bradley and Scott right now there.
Up at 17, that's Keegan Bradley in the fairway.
That's going to be a 4-iron for him. He's one of the high ball hitters out here on tour. This could be really good for him. Needed to get that ball turned over a little bit. There's that 4-inch rough. Look at that lie. He's looking for the reaction from the crowd. So another look at his swing. He's one of the, like I said, one of the highest trajectory guys out here, which
62 on Sunday to win a gold medal in Paris. Amazing. Keegan Bradley's third at 17. Delicate.
Yeah. Not terrible out of that lie.
Rough is thick here.
He landed it, probably a yard from where he wanted to land that. If it landed on the green, he would have gotten
BMW Championship last weweek. Shane Lowry played with him on Saturday. Kurt said he's the most nervous he's ever seen him trying to make these signature events.
Well, he just, maybe the added, Ryder Cup captaincy just puts more pressure on him. I've got to show these people I can still play, and he obviously can. He did a great job last week, hanging in there.
And he's averaging 323 yards today. If he goes right at that bunker, there's a chance he could get it. Ah, that's down the left side. Well, let's stay in the fairway. There's a lot of slope.
Yeah, just a sawed-off 8-iron, right at it.
Acting like it's left of where he wants it. Foot left of where he wants it.
Yeah, not too much.
Kind
High
of
standard today. He's 5 under, playing great.
watch this contact here. Yep. Oh, the rough.
Everything seems to be going right. Downhill left to right. It's going to be outside the hole.
Travel all the way there.
Isn't that fantastic?
After that effort.
Staying in his crouch. Shoves it in there.
Keegan, who had his low opening round of the season yesterday, that's 66. This from 146, the rough.
Oh, he's lucky this whole location's in the back right. Let it fly, but he's asking it to kick right. And still some firmness. Just indication how difficult it is out of the rough.
Can't stop it.
You can't.
The ball ended up for Bradley, his third at the second.
Should break a little to the right as it goes down the hill. Really nice touch.
This would be a good one from that left rough.
Oh, a little stutter step in there.
See a little break.
Yeah, Curtin, this is a tough speed. It goes uphill to right there, and it turns and goes downhill. Picks up speed.
No bogeys yesterday for Keegan. Played so well. Led the field, strokes gained, tee to green.
We talked about Keegan being bogey-free yesterday, Kurt. Third time this season he had a bogey-free round on tour. Okay.
Yeah, he was just so solid, tee to green. He was good with the putter, kind of middle of the field putting.
So it's not like you're playing with that lead.
Yeah, and he kept talking about how he's just got to keep playing like he normally does in normal tournaments and not think about everything. It's so easy to say and hard to do. It's about where Scotty Scheffler had his par putt from, just past the whole location. I'll be back up the hill, maybe turns a hair to the left. Much, much better today, and I don't think she was just talking about how he was hitting it. I think it's how he was feeling.
Keegan back at 4 on the way for birdie.
There's up that slope. Now can he stay straight?
Oh, yes, he can. So the man who held the lead after the opening round, first birdie of the day to 7 under with the lead at 13 under par here at the BMW.
If people could see your shooting percentage this week, they would be mystified.
Slightly under 50%.
There's Keegan Bradley at the 5th. All right, finding the green.
Math, just to get to the number.
Better them than us. Bradley for birdie at 5.
They've been pin high all day yesterday and today, so hear him say you might want to bump that up just a hair. That was 9-iron.
Get lucky. Stay short.
Asking for it to get lucky.
Stay short.
Hit that shot. Yep, back up the hill, should come to the left a little bit. Hard to believe they got a whole location up there. Hard to believe that didn't break.
This whole location is kind of guarded by that front bunker and the bunker to the right.
So again, playing under par today.
Down.
Asking for it to get down, headed at that center bunker, but again, exactly pin high.
Yeah, that's a good shot right there. Today, there's been 14 birdies. This is the last pairing to play the 17th hole.
Couple holes behind Keegan Bradley. He's played 24 holes in this BMW Championship without a bogey.
And looking to make another birdie here. Oh boy, that had to look pretty good to him. It broke hard at the end.
This is just a layup. You hear Scotty Vail saying, take care of that one first. Keep it underneath that first limb. Headed down the left side. Needs to hang in there. Does not, and that's right behind a tree and in the rough for the third shot.
Man. Watch where it goes.
Yeah, there it is behind the tree.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be that bad a spot either.
Hard to draw it out of here, I would think.
Asking for it to sit. Oh, what a shot.
I didn't think he'd be able to fly it all the way to the green with that tree in the way. That was a beautiful shot.
Extremely fast. Only about 12 feet he has to hit it. That's a misread there, I think. Expecting to go hard, right? Stayed pretty straight the whole way.
As we go to Keegan Bradley back at the 9th.
Great drive on a tight hole. Now a chance to attack a little bit. Oh yeah, he's on the right level.
Another good look at birdie for Keegan. Keegan Bradley lining this one up. We saw the tee shot and then the second. So now here he is trying to get to within 5.
Couldn't have it in a better spot. And he just hit a poor putt. He knew it immediately.
Yeah, well, that will tell you all you need to know.
And this is just a perfect 6 iron for Keegan.
Get our TrackMan technology, the ball flight.
Oh, come on. Go a little bit.
I think he likes it. And he should. We're talking about Schauffele hit a wedge in here. Keegan 6 or 7 iron.
I think it means more to him to be in that for his Ryder Cup position than it does individually. So important to him.
That's what he said. Playing great this week.
They've got it figured out. Not much wind.
See if Keegan executed the game plan. Okay.
Yeah, I like that shot. Takes everything out of play.
In this sport. Does he get it there? Oh, man. Look at how close that came. Ay, ay, ay. Those have to hurt, huh?
A 5 wood. It gets the immediate beauty. Yep, hug that edge there right by the bunkers, but
Quickly plays tee shot, 145 total. That's wedge, and not a very big one. Just went very easy at that. Probably tempted to go with the gap wedge there, but had to take that front bunker out of play.
got it to stay up on the shelf. It's a real chance here, like a few others on this hole. Not realizing how much it breaks to the front of the green.
Okay, so a trio at 8 under, sharing second.
And we're going to go back to the golf course here at 13 with Keegan Bradley.
Yeah, it's a good pin here. It's kind of tucked up above that little ridge in the middle of the green. Yeah, great shot. Right up the hill here. Should take a little left to right. Keegan looks like he's playing some.
As we go to Keegan Bradley, putting for birdie now at 13.
Sam Burns said this is a perfect spot to leave it, and he was right again. Up the hill, going a little left to right.
All of a sudden, he's the closest pursuer to Adam Scott.
Beauty. My president.
Keegan Bradley.
Oh, wow. Ripping the 3-wood out of the first cut here on 14. Oh, what a golf shot. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. He's going to have to deal with a little bit of that.
And here is the chip shot from Keegan Bradley. We saw that big 3-wood he had in here at 14.
Yeah, came out a little hotter than he wanted. It's a tricky little spot. You want to get it over there right of it. Yeah, up the hill here, Smiley. Looks pretty good. It keeps breaking. Yes, it does.
Oh, there he goes. He talked about how nervous he was last weekend. You know, he was the guy that was just the bubble boy.
He's making a nice move towards Adam Scott's lead.
A real opportunity here with the sand wedge to stick one in there close. Yeah, really well judged. He knew it was going to spin back with that club just a little bit.
7-8 back. You're like, what in the world? So it's a great start, good round for him today, and That was a nice birdie putt for him.
And back-to-back birdies. Keegan Bradley heading over to the 16th hole, trying to keep that going. Sitting here, so I imagine he's going to be taking a little off of this.
Let's hope this cuts, because otherwise there could be some.
That back right bunker, you don't want to go there today. Well, there's something that he knows that we don't know, because that was a beautiful shot. Going to use the backstop, roll back and settle in inside of 15 feet.
Probably about a foot here, so this is going to be a tough one.
We've seen guys overread putts. Let's see if Keegan's aim-point system is handy. And another one just straightens out.
527, but this par 5 plays uphill the entire way, and this might be headed a little right. And that will be a layup.
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Looking at it like it's headed a hair left, but that's just fine.
Okay, he is safe. Keegan Bradley trying to get a little bit closer to that lead. Held by Adam Scott.
You feel like you have to hit this a little extra hard. You're on that upslope, you're into the wind, you're going uphill.
And you got all that room behind it, taking this in very low. Really good looking shot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, Keegan.
Boy, did that have a lot of spin on it.
Keegan Bradley has really turned on the Jets here in this back nine. This is for birdie number 5.
Putting aggressively. Boy, I thought he made it. I thought it was going to stay on line. He did too.
Keegan Bradley has really turned on the Jets here in this back nine. This is for birdie number 5.
Putting aggressively. Boy, I thought he made it. I thought it was going to stay on line. He did too. He's played fantastic golf, though. He is bogey free now through 35 holes. Tough finishing hole here, though, so he's going to have to hit a good drive there.
So 1 birdie on the front, still 4 birdies on the back with 1 hole remaining. Keegan Bradley is 2 back of the lead, held by Adam Scott. Ooh, it looked good for a long time.
Caught a lot of the hole.
Keep it on that line. Starting left, but being pushed pretty hard to the right. He's leaning on it like it's going right.
He said, get down. Up near the grandstand, the suites. Yeah, maybe right up against it.
This would be pure strength if he's able to do that. No, this came out left. He's going to find the left bunker or the rough over there and come up well short.
Well short. Oh, disappears too.
Thinking this could be long.
Well, Keegan was.
Not into the wind, up. Got to get some height on this ball to get it to land on the green, somehow stop.
That's coming up way short. So hard to hit it right from that kind of a lie.
This could end up back in the Patrick Cantley territory.
You know, he had hit 14 greens in a row. It's now
in 36 holes. Take a look here. You can't see the ball. And again, with that face open and the ball down like that, you go. This might be a higher shot, too. Yeah, nice shot. A lot could have gone wrong with that one as well.
first bogey for Keegan Bradley after he led overnight at 6 under. Came out, played so well today, 68 to follow up that 66.
This is a draw, fighting that left-right wind. This is up the right side of the fairway.
Yeah, boy, that is big difference between being in the fairway at 1 and being in that rough.
Must love the club selection because he got in here very quickly. Very high, trying to play a cut, but heading left of the green, possibly towards the bunkers, unless it cuts back a little at the end.
Well, let's see, Kurt, what that lie actually is for Keegan here.
Just chop it out, let it run. Very well done, and should make birdie here at the first if he can knock that 4-footer in.
So yeah. Keegan gets to 11, and remember, Adam Scott has a bogey putt.
Going with 3-wood here, back into this breeze. Let's see if he can keep it down.
This is left, hooking towards the gallery, left of the fairway.
Ooh, cart pass.
Is out of bounds in picture over there, guys? Clears everything on an aggressive line, getting way too close to the water, but gets held up by the lengthy rough.
And you can see it came off just a little right, like Bones said. He was going to try to start that a little bit more to the left. And then the whole pitch in the fairway is to the right, and that's why it's going to end up down there.
We showed you Keegan having to play out of the trees, having hit his drive left of the fairway here, leaving a bit of a delicate one, which he's trying to play safely up onto the green there, and does. So he will have about 15 feet or so to save his par at the second.
About the wind drawing out these greens and putts from this length, if they don't go in, getting away from them.
Oh, and that does. It was from just inside 13 feet in the end for Keegan to try and save his par at the fourth. And speaking of bogeys, Keegan tidies up for his. There's his man Scotty Vail putting the flag back in. What a great partnership.
That bunker shouldn't be a problem. It's over 300 yards to that bunker on the right.
This is a beautiful tee shot up the right center.
There you go. Laid back a little bit. He'll have a longer second shot, but that kind of took all that.
Keegan Bradley hitting his second at the third as we check out the TrackMan technology.
Going with 7-iron from 187, but he's hung it out to the right.
Down in the flat there, so we'll see.
At the third, Keegan Bradley digging in with this bunker shot.
He made that look pretty easy. That little bit of extra run out there, so he still has a testy putt.
Yep.
Also gave him a reminder, middle of the green here.
Boy, this is cutting onto a really good line just left of it.
Is it?
Oh, it was
man.
a couple of feet away from bouncing onto the green. Let's look at the end of this, see where it ends up.
Yeah, good call, Bones. He took care of it too. Just stayed aggressive here. A lot of speed. Look at that face. That face never shuts down. Stayed pointed at the sky.
Beautiful shots around the green. We saw the pitch on one and a couple of very deft bunker shots.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
And he has much longer coming back now.
All right, so a couple of bogeys from the guys in the final group.
Got to take advantage here.
Wow. Yeah, he does. What a shot from Keegan. And that would be a much needed birdie if he can convert, would get him back to even on his day. Yeah, so he gets back to even on his day. And Keegan will be as surprised as anyone to see how Adam Scott.
And Bradley has a chance to take the outright lead now at 11 under.
Got it to go there. Heating back up after a little bit of a rough start.
And a pretty accessible hole location, Bones, too. Past the bunker, you get some help if you got a little right of the flag.
This is on a really good line.
Oh, and that's what he's been doing these 3 days, Terry. He's been peppering the flag stick. This should come off the right a little bit. Not too hard of a putt. Third in a row.
Oh, how good has he been with that putter?
Head over. That's a 5-iron here for Bradley's second. And what a shot.
He left himself a lot of green to work with, much as he did on the first hole, which led to a birdie on a par 5. Oh, big first bounce there. Really got away from him.
It's probably aiming right at the tip of the shadow of the flag there.
Putting it through quite a bit of fringe there.
Just bobbled right there and didn't get any acceleration on the green.
Keegan Bradley has 1 par on his card today.
Be feeding to his right.
There's number 2.
Plenty of views of the Rockies from Castle Pines to Bradley away at 9.
Well, you aim at those bunkers there and see what the wind's doing to that ball. There's that creek that runs all the way up the right side. You have to avoid that. What a good swing there for Keegan Bradley.
Avoid the divot as well.
Come on, Wayne. Get lucky. Get lucky. Kick off that. Should be good now, Keegan. I mean, it should come down. It should keep coming.
But overread this one.
Oh, he was. You could even see from the the stripes on his putter how far out to the left he was aiming. And Bones said it. He just overread that by a mile. So many of these fast putts down the hill, they die so much at the end.
As well, back up the hill a long way. Keegan Bradley.
Haven't seen a lot of guys take driver here. Most of the guys have been using 3-wood, but he likes it. As he should.
And that gets that big run out down the hill, and that'll just stay in the fairway. Barely.
Right there. Sounded like a very good strike, calling for it to get down. They need some spin.
Just not going to get it. That was just too deep.
You're right. You can always tell with Keegan by how many fingers he holds up. Running down the hill. Great touch there. And I tell you what, guys, his son Logan's got a big soccer game today. Keegan is. They're looking for a line here right of the flag, but Keegan has hit a big pull.
If that goes in that bunker.
Looking at it.
Look how open that club face is. Shaft's back a little bit. Huge swing. Oh, just enough. Boy, I would have bet a lot of money you couldn't have left that short of the flag stick. Looks like he's aiming just left of the hole. He's been so good with the iron. That was a big miscue off the tee with that short iron.
To his shot that he won't ever get over it till he's ready. Look how he fell back on it and hit it fat.
Well, don't you think that's from trying to lift it up?
Yeah,
too,
totally.
right?
Just
You
staring
wait,
at that
stay
lip,
back
and you,
like
and
that.
you just even fall back trying to help it up, and you see his left shoulder start going straight up and high. And he's just trying to help it. It has a high exit there. Hard to catch it.
Throughout this golf course. Keegan Bradley's third now to the par 4 12th.
Trying to take it in there low with a skip over this ridge and check it here. And didn't get the check that he wanted. Going to release out past the hole.
Drake.
See if he caught this exactly how he wanted to without much face rotation. Pretty good. See how Adam started this morning. It's the same for both of them. He's going to miss left.
That's going to be bogey number 4 for Bradley in this third round. Drops him back to 10 under.
Yeah, just laying back here, obviously just trying to gather himself, put the ball in the fairway. Reboot a little bit after a couple of bogeys. Just turning towards the left rough, though.
It's far enough back that it's going to catch the fairway. Both those putts he missed on it has. It is a nice tee shot. 299 yards with the 3-wood. Now see if he can get it to that level. Likes it. Oh, and that one bunks. That's in the bunker. Noren just got up and down.
Even though he thought he got a bit of a rock or something in the trap there, this would be one heck of an up and down.
Three bogeys in a row, leaving that one short. I agree with Bones. That was a really difficult bunker shot there, and that's a putt he has to convert.
Focused, and I see a ton of guys do different things to lock in on the shot, and he's always ready to hit it when he goes in.
He's got all the moves, and this is a beauty, as you heard. You guys actually played Q School, what, 3 years in a row at some point? Or
we played a ton. We were both battling right out of college, trying to figure out our way to the PGA Tour, and it felt like we were always paired together in that 5th or 6th round at tour school, and it used to be 6 rounds trying to get our tour card, and see us battling it out.
You expect if he misses here, he misses right away from the water.
We just did the quick math for the altitude and everything else going on here.
Stay right there.
Bones, that wind has to be calming down for these guys to get here in 2 so easily. Now, earlier this morning, there's no chance.
And here's Keegan at 14. Delicate shot. Didn't quite get it there, but not bad. That's right underneath the hole.
Really good play. He needs to knock that in to get some momentum back after a rough little stretch here on the back nine. I just love, watch how he keeps the loft on this face all the way through the strike. You see how that loft never rotates over.
This rough is significant out here at Castle Pines.
Textbook how to play. Cured it right in the middle.
So after 3 straight bogeys, he's got his 5th birdie of the day. He doesn't have very many pars. Look at that wild card.
On the tee at 15, Keegan Bradley.
Driver. I don't know if he needs it. He stays in his posture, his tilt like that, where it's almost like it looks like he's going to hit a pull, but that is perfect. Right down the left side and long. That's way by the corner. To stop the ball.
Right of the flag here.
Yeah, pretty close to where Alex Noren just was putting for his birdie.
7 of 15.
Remind yourself to hit it.
Oh, eventually.
Look at that fist pumping that all the way around. He got to that ball before it stopped moving in the cup.
Worth another look.
It did.
It tried to get out. You saw that bug?
Yeah, even avoided the bug.
Got a better seat than Derek White. Oh, man.
He's aiming right, looking to take the water out of play.
Sets up pretty for his little draw here. Bones working in out of the right.
He's got to draw a little bit to get to the right side of the green.
Oh, we needed a little more on it.
Just time to calm the nerves after getting so excited with the crowd.
Chip in here. No, left it short. I think it goes left, Bones, and what tricked him is Scotty's ball went left too, and when you watch Scotty's ball break towards you, you just can't make yourself play yours to also go left.
He's just a fantastic driver of the golf ball. You see he bends over a lot. He's 6'3", so he gets that club shaft down really at a low angle. A good start on this hole.
I love how he stays in his tilt like you talked about earlier. I think he keeps that right shoulder low, keeps that club moving around him on the way through.
Looking to get that stroke he lost back on the last hole.
Go right.
Taking it way up in the air.
Ideally, it's to be a little bit of a draw.
Go right.
Oh, stay there. There's a little bit of that false front just here. But what a good iron shot. Look how far off that one rolled. Unlucky because it got so far up the slope that it gathered the momentum.
After not getting up and down, wedging it on the last.
That's what I was going to ask. I wonder if he's thinking about that last one. He didn't hit nearly hard enough with his chip. He's got a chance.
Right on line.
Yeah, he would have had to take a lofted club and hit it right into the face there. I think putter is the right play. Even your miss with the putter wouldn't be that far off. Imagine what he would have done if that went in.
And what they would have done.
We would have had to resuscitate him. Yeah.
After all of this, what we've seen today, you've got the last 2 in the final group tied.
This is hammered also up the right center.
That looked so good. Such rhythm right there. And when he pops up and starts giving it that side eye, you know he's hit it pretty well. Some help on the way up and some hurt on the way down. So double wind here.
Starting out on a very aggressive line and staying there.
Oh, aggressive and right there. And Bradley will have one final really good look at birdie.
What a golf shot right there. You've seen the day's been right of the hole. Keegan comes in there with the lead and stuffs it.
This was just a dart.
Sweet way to end the day and take that lead into Sunday.
And what a finish. He had 4 birdies in the last 5 holes to go around that bogey that he made at 16. What an electric finish for Keegan Bradley, who is right there for the championship.
Hope I'm doing that. Bones Mackay will follow this final group today.
Hitting a draw, left to right wind has it at the moment, may miss the fairway to the right. It's going to be close.
Yeah, just in the rough. That'll be a layup.
Comes out nicely, and it is going up that right side of the fairway.
So unlike Xander, he could find the fairway with his layup. Back with that third as promised for Keegan Bradley at the first.
Oh, man, how good is that? Always ball first. Just beautiful. He's talked this week about how he is absolutely flushing it, and boy, was that any good.
Look at this action. This is great. Right here on this golf course in 2000. Keegan Bradley for his birdie, and now there's a tie atop the board at 13 under par.
Same club back into the wind, left.
Darn it. And this is also going left. This will miss the fairway unless it hits a tree.
Yeah, that's taken a couple of bounces in the rough to the left of the fairway.
Got to get up a little bit. That's a fine play from there.
Bones, I was going to say, do you envy the caddies this week? So this for the solo lead. And he'll tap in his par. Don't forget, he got the final spot in the field this week, did Keegan Bradley.
This very high in the air, but right at that bunker, should stay just short of it.
With driver, he's one of the highest ball. He is the highest trajectory hitter on the PGA Tour.
Slight downhill lie should help him keep the ball down. This is on a really good line if they've got the club right.
Oh, and they do, all the way back to the flagstick. Just a little trouble over there. Oh, you were right. It didn't do anything. Didn't break it all to the left he wanted. And, you know, he's got that left hand low and that left arm.
Between the caddies and the players, you want to get it all dialed in. Bradley now off the tee.
That looks like a sweet flight through that wind.
Sure did. And it's going to be a sweet look at birdie for Bradley. Solo lead again. Dan Hicks, Kevin Kisner, along with Terry Gannon, Brad Faxon here in a wild final round we expect it to be. Bradley just off the mark.
Likes it.
Yep, another 3-wood. See how high that is. We talked to Kurt Byron was talking about how high Keegan Bradley hits it. And that's ideal.
Rode the energy of the crowd out here.
They've been using 10%, even 9%. We saw some of the shorter shots. A lot of players are using a little bit more than that, too.
Going with the stock wedge, trying to draw it in there.
Boy, he has been right on.
Take a seat. Yeah, still a left softness in these greens to spin the ball back. Ideal spot to putt from. Up the hill, you can give it some pace. Buckled his knees.
You'll see a lot of that.
Yeah, that's a different kind of buckling of the knees.
Usually before the shot, right?
Bradley's turn off the tee at 6. He's got it going. He's one of the best drivers in the game.
He likes it, but the fairways are really firming up, making this fitting into that fairway. Every ball we've seen is running through right to there. We've seen him hold the green here just over the bunker downwind, but out of that first cut, can he get enough spin?
Trevor Immelman won it back then, out to 6.
And here he is coming back down to the hole. Bradley, and he's going to have to work for par.
Up above that bunker to land at the right distance. You got to be precise.
This is out to the right. This needs to catch a piece of the green or it could take a big bounce.
You know, that's right where the players walk off. You see that little almost trail, so that's going to be a into the grain shot.
Bradley is second at the par 3 7th.
Gonna have to play it like a bunker shot. Boy, that came out nicely for him. What hands this is.
Boy, to be able to get that ball to stop short of the hole is remarkable. Hit up in the air. Watch that club slide right in there. How up that ball goes. Just remarkable the touch he has going this week.
And didn't hold up any fingers. Actually just trying to read it with his feet there, and well done. Makes par, moves on.
Flipping of the club back and forth. Deep knee bend. It's got it all. Tee shot off of the 8th, but all in all, he's one of the best drivers out here.
That one didn't take much looking at to know it was right down the pipe.
One of his obvious strengths, and he's in the fairway. Sure, he'll be dialed in after this BMW.
This is well out to the right. I don't think he's trying to create this much of an angle.
Pretty good lie it ended up in. Begging for it to sit quickly.
I tell you what, guys, it is incredible how much this golf course has firmed up in the last hour. Shots are just getting away from the.
What a last few months it's been for Keegan Bradley.
Boy, that bobble just a little bit coming through the fringe and cost him.
So you got a 38-year-old in Bradley, 44-year-old and Adam Scott. Currently tied for the lead.
Back on the tee, Keegan.
Going with driver, left to right wind, and he's peeling it off the bunkers. This is a beautiful tee shot.
It's funny how some players go right to pick the tee up. Keegan likes watching it a lot like Tom Watson did. He felt like he had control of the ball on his air by just staring at it. Got to get some height on this shot as well.
It's right at the flag.
Wow, indeed.
And that was unlucky. The spin started while he was in the fringe. If that spin had started on the green, it would have been much closer.
Brad, we talked about Xander Schauffele.
Finish up strong to 9.
Bradley for birdie on the way.
Would you like to run down and tell him it's not going to break left? Everyone missing it out to the right there. He's got a little work now.
Yeah, way more than he would like.
It's pretty cool right now. Those two at the top, 13 under par.
And now Bradley's turn at the 10th.
Wind gusting up even more at the moment. It's a very high tee shot. Up the right side, he's looking at it anxiously.
He's going to hold in the fairway, Bones. Got a poor bounce. Right on the edge.
Counts as a fairway hit.
I'm counting it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Second shot for Keegan Bradley, just on that first cut fairway line.
Rough angle here. It looks like he got ahead of this. This looks like it's going to be wet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Covered reaction. He gave up on it, man.
It looked like it had no chance. I don't know if you got the right feel off of that, Kiz, with that.
It looks like the strike was all right. It just looked like he was a little late.
He's thinking to himself, oh, gosh, that's in the water. Big time this week.
Straight through the break there, guys.
Don't you think it's hard? It's 177 actual yardage and you're playing at 145.
No question. He's drawing this one. It's on a very good line.
The right distance. Wow, that's as long as we've seen any shot today, Bones. I think there was a lot of adrenaline while he was hitting that shot, Terry. This is 66 feet.
Yeah.
And it really picks up speed here. It's got a lot of it.
He might have a longer par putt than Adam.
He hasn't had a 3-putt this week either.
And still without a 3-putt.
He's the man in the clubhouse at 11 under. Bradley off the tee at 12.
Just an iron position play here. This hole's playing downwind and One of the shortest ones on the back nine.
Remember, he hit wood into the bunker yesterday. The big difference in condition today.
Keegan's driver swing here, and I love how he just stays in his spine tilt. He stays bent over and swings right around his shoulders, rotate right around his spine angle. I love it on the way down and through the ball. He stays, his right shoulder stays from there. It works down and around his spine tilt. Allows the club to swing right around his center here. And his arms will swing around on the arc to the left and keep the face from rolling over. Beautiful golf swing.
His dad, Mark Bradley, introduced over at the 12th from the fairway, 155. Going to check out our TrackMan technology for Keegan's second.
It's got to go. It's getting stood up.
Asking for it to go. And a lot left for Bradley. So
needed a couple.
Now you got Burns in solo second, and Keegan Bradley is able to make another one. Stay at 13 under, just keep plodding along.
Wind really picking up in his face, going with fairway metal.
Beauty.
Right down the center of the fairway.
And Bones, you know, he took the left side of the tee. He wanted to draw it with that 3, would maybe get a little bit more out of it, right over those trees that block the view of the right side of the fairway.
Trying to flight it on a very aggressive line.
What a shot, and stopped it. He's been as good as anyone with the iron play today. His proximity to the pin is fantastic. Hasn't made a birdie since the first hole to extend his lead.
With the wind calming down, it's reachable in two if he can find the fairway.
Right.
Whoa. This is way right, and there is out of bounds over there.
That is way right of the ropes. We just saw it for an instant there through the pine needles.
Cut it perfectly into the center of the fairway.
Oh man, fortunate. And so he's back in business. And fortunate to stay in bounds here, because I keep thinking of that shot that he hit at 10 as well earlier in the.
Gus is back. Let's see if it takes care of it and gets on the green.
All right, he respected it.
I don't really hate that shot, Bones, to be honest with you.
With you.
LPGA great and Hall of Famer.
It's not a hard putt. Almost a funnel down to that hole as we saw that bunker shot.
That was a good looking putt for a long way.
This hooking left, dangerously left.
Oh, look at the kick. We got a massive kick. That's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's up there far enough where he doesn't have to play. Bunker's got to be his target here, particularly after that last shot he hit into the 14th green with a wedge. Oh, boy, what an error and what a time to do it.
This needs to hang on. If this picks up speed, it could get down the slope, and it gets held up. My goodness.
Here, way back on his right foot. Normally, look how far behind the ball he hit and how far right it went out to the start, didn't it? You know, usually you hit a bunker shot with weight on your left foot. That was one of those fat tumblers.
Heart rate starts to go up right about here.
Yeah, look at him running over there to make sure. And
if it bobbles, he could leave himself well short.
that thing started well to the right. I don't know if it jumped out. He's looking down at that lie like he didn't catch it correctly.
Got to make sure you don't get distracted here. A lot of people are leaving for the 16th.
Took care of business. Drops a shot, but still the leader. Sole possession, but by one.
TrackMan technology on Keegan's shot.
Try to ride a draw in there.
Drawing in just right of the flag.
It's a good spot to be if it's not too deep, but he carried it.
Everyone's just landed at 5 yards too far there. Rory McIlroy was the only ball seen short of the hole.
To the edge of the ridge and then have gravity take over and have it fall down from that point.
It's just got so many strange moves when it comes down this ridge. Starts to come back to the left a little bit. That is well done. No problem, and Bradley to clean up his par. So they both go deep, but they survive it with good 2-putt pars, and on to the 17th birdie hole.
Yeah, boy, what a good swing there for Keegan. Nice high draw. More up the right side, not nearly as much roll. See the height difference there. That's a great angle. He's going right at this, the tongue of the between the bunkers. He said not to go right of it.
He set this on an aggressive line.
Right up in the air.
Oh, have a day, Keegan.
How high he hit this thing. Picked it right off the grass.
You hit it?
Scare Scotty say, did you hit it?
I love that he didn't answer either.
I hit it.
What a shot.
Incredible, Terry.
What a time to do it.
Scotty didn't like that club at first. A foot out at least.
Oh, right there.
It was threaded it. I didn't expect him to beat it on by there.
Still got a 2-shot lead heading to 18.
Picked up the birdie, up by 2.
One of the best in the business with this club.
Hit very high, but drifting towards that bunker on the right. May just miss it.
It's trying to miss left.
It's okay. It's in the rough, but it's got a decent lie.
This came out left. Let's see if it gets to the green.
Should stay there, I believe.
There's a little bit of funnel there. But he's got some cushion to work with. And that is far from in.
It's pretty good up that slope. That's the putt you want to leave yourself. That's almost straight up the fall line.
Stage is clear for Keegan Bradley. No matter. Keegan Bradley takes the BMW again. The last man in to Castle Pines, headed to East Lake as the winner. Long week for him and Scotty Vail. All the calculations, all the pressure. And we've talked about his dad, Mark, being here to witness it.
First time I see you in my... We did it. Way to go. Woo! Oh, man. Oh.
Thanks for watching the PGA Tour on YouTube. Watch another video right here.